We back at it, let's go. Yo, it's the Big Sound Podcast, welcome back. We got one hell of a cast to keep it action-packed. Big Ben in the box, chilling behind the scenes. Taylor chopped his locks, and now he's Mr. Clean. Big Jeff up next, yeah, he hosts the shows. Got audio legends coming on the set. Wanna score some advice? Swish, nothing but net. And the usual suspects at the chats. We got Deviant for Life stays rapping facts. Hit the website no matter what your budget's. Year, make and model, we will tell you what fits. And hair tricks, get them for just $1. Cop a Big Jeff shirt and pop your collar. Price is so low that you finna say thanks. Big Jeff even got his own lithium banks. We bout to take off like a convertible drop top. Haters sneaking in, they get hit with that bot shot. Get your shades on and your pinky ring. Then put your grills in and grab your Cuban link. Now you're ready to go, yeah, it's time to begin. You know it's Big Jeff Audio for the win. Team Big Jeff, y'all can start the show. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I have a headache. And the AC at my house ain't working. So if the phone rings in the middle, I'm not being rude. What's up, everyone? Episode, I don't even know. What episode is this? 46. Talking about Big B2 audio with Mr. Jay Holm on here. And we're going to be talking about products. We're going to be talking about some news. We're going to be doing the announcing the winners for the giveaways. We have the, what do we got? The giveaways, Ben. We have the 800.4, which blew my mind, and a component set. And then the second giveaway we threw in was a Rage 5000. It's actually the one I did the unboxing on and the dyno on. So we're going to pick those winners out. Mr. Jay Holm, what time is it there?
1:30.
Oh, really? It's that late? I didn't know it was that late. Like, I keep forgetting the time.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm sure it is. We got people jumping in. Let's give out some props here. We got Michael Johnson, Donnie, I don't know, Zaz69. He's actually one of our admins on one of our groups. We got Johnson, Donnie. Who else? We got Eric N is in the house. Mr. Robin Williams, Mike A, JT's Garage, Shay or Shaya. I'll just go with Shay. Who else we got here? Mr. Gomez is in here tonight. I want to make sure I get everybody because we're going to be talking a lot and I don't want to miss out. Excuse me. Ariana Castro, Eduardo Guerrero, Marcus. Man, we got a lot of new people I haven't seen in here. Okay, I think I got enough there. How do we hide? Here we go. Okay, so tonight is B2 audio night. We took a couple weeks off because it's been real busy and I needed some downtime. And then just remind everybody, the AC went off at the house today. So I am waiting for a call to get somebody out there. So if I jump off real quick, I'm not being rude. Jay, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about tonight. We have the giveaways. We obviously announced that we got the first round of product here in the U.S. We've been working our butt off getting it up. And we also have another order that should be here right around May 6th or 7th with the subwoofers and the big amp. So I think my team got a lot done very quickly and a ton of exposure. Thank you to everybody out there. That's been a big help to it. We actually have a little video break. We went backwards here because we've been doing videos every day, Jay, trying to get this stuff out there. Because let me guess. So B2 Audio was, no product has come in the U.S. in a little over a year, correct?
Yeah, we haven't really said anything since 2023, probably before June or something at least.
Right. And then on top of that, there really hasn't been much exposure except for a company just blowing stuff out. So this has been a while since it's gotten this type of attention, which is real cool. So that's what we've been working on. And thank you to everybody sharing and commenting and posting. And hopefully you all get some of this product in hand. Donnie says, when are the 18s coming? Which series are the 18s would be in then? Those would be
we got the X2Cs, we got the Rampage 18s though.
So Rampage 18s probably can get in. The XTCs are hand built, and we'll get into that stuff. Right now, it's getting the bulk of the product over here and up and remarketed and everything else. Let's do this. We got a real quick video break that we normally play in the beginning, and I guess this is a mashup of videos Jay sent building subwoofers also. Let's see what that is. Ben, kick that off.
This is B2 Audio, the choice of the world's champions. Our attention to detail and the use of top quality materials make our products exceed the expectations. Handmade by experts to achieve top quality, durability, and the best possible sound. This is B2 Audio, the choice of the world's champions.
So you look pretty serious in that. And can you give us, what were you building?
I was building some Rampage Elite 18s and 15s, and also I was building 4 X2C 24s.
So those aren't mass produced in China and shipped over here. You're hand building them.
Yeah.
And getting tested and everything else. So, I mean, that's one thing really cool about the line, that there's hands on it. There's pride taken in the actual product and why it did so well years ago. So let's get to a couple questions out of the way. I've seen all types of comments and I've seen all types of crap. We did not buy B2 Audio. That's the owner there. What we are, and came in as a master distributor for the USA. Basically, we are here to set up distribution and dealers and the retail sales. So I want to clear that one up first. Jay Holm and his partner are the owners. We basically have rights over here to sell and move the product. So we cleared it up. Second, let's get to a couple other things, because there was a bunch of drama with some eBay listings taken down. Okay. I don't know if everybody understands that you have to be approved to sell on third-party sites. It's like not everybody can sell Kicker or Rockford or Massive or even Sundown. For instance, we're a Sundown distributor online seller, but we're not allowed to sell that on Amazon. We're allowed to sell it only on eBay. So was that basically the reasoning that we both made to have those last few products taken down?
Well, from my point of view, we had a new distributor, which is you, and I would say it should be sold by the proper channels, and that's how it is. I'm not going to get into all kinds of details, but at least, in order for us to supply the best service to the end user, of course, the customers and so on and so forth, in terms of warranty and support and whatever there is, it's important for us to be able to track where the product comes from and who actually sold the product.
Right. And I saw it firsthand that even some customers were bringing up about warranty, and they were just trying to put it off on you in Denmark when they sold the product here. And that definitely is not good for the brand. So clear that up. So we cleared off. My team actually got trademarks registered here and got Amazon store and eBay store, and we're going to control that. And then obviously setting up a dealer network and having that approved. The other big thing that we came up with to really launch this off right and kind of be the innovator of it was everything except for tweeters and drivers, we're selling it with, for retail, not wholesale, with a 2-year extended warranty, which the cool thing about CPS extended warranty is not just the warranty, it's also an accidental coverage, which means you poke a hole in a speaker, it's covered. You have to wait up at least 31 days to make a claim, but we're giving that free. So all amplifiers, subwoofers are going to come with that, and it would be a repair or replace. Another thing we're working on right now, Jay, is actually having somebody to repair amplifiers if need be in the U.S. So those are all big things. Let's talk about some product, because I got to play with a lot of it this week. What separates the amplifiers, right? What makes the B2 amplifier different than all these other amplifiers out there? How would you explain that, Jay?
It basically depends on which lines, because of course the more entry-level lines are similar to, well, other brands out there, but still we've gone in there and we've tried to actually have a PCB engineered to our own design, so it's not like the exact same. We did that once we introduced the Riot single side series. In terms of the typical Korean type of amps, we have them customized to our spec. Of course, one thing is just the parts, but it's also the entire PCB layout in terms of, traces and thickness of the PCB, crossover, the crossovers in terms of how they were working. Some of the amps we have like 41 click potentiometers, which we've had like for nearly 10 years or so. And each of these clicks on the potentiometer is relevant to a specific frequency.
So what you're saying is, just because, we do have amps from Korea, but just because it's not Korean, it's Chinese, there is different grades of the amplifier and the parts in it. So,
sure.
And that's why this will never build your line. I'm going to touch on this real quick because I've seen it twice in here. I just want to get it out of here about it. They're asking about what happened with Black Diamond. Black Diamond Audio was manufactured by DS18, and we got the chance to take care of the online world. DS18 is wanting to put their time into DS18 and not Black Diamond, and just mutual agreement to blow through it and move the rest down to South America. Their line has grown tremendously, and it doesn't make sense to support two lines, and some of the stuff is very close. So that's it in a nutshell. We were able to ship back what we have left, and we're selling through what's there, and that's gone. On top of also bringing in B2 Audio, and me putting in the time, energy, and the money into that brand makes more sense to me also, with a brand that is growing and has multiple products. So now that we got through that, I will move on. Nothing wrong with Black Diamond. It's still going to warranty and all that, but we're no longer selling it, and DS18 will be moving out of it also. Okay, so let's talk about speakers, because that really blew my mind testing this stuff at the second warehouse, man. I was blown away. So I'm used to in the US that you have a mid bass and a mid range. One is made for that mid bass and one's made for the mid range. Okay. Mm-hmm. When I brought that up to you saying, hey, why don't you have, mid bass, mid range? You're like, we do. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And you go, well, over here in Europe, it's the same thing. And I'm like, that makes no friggin' sense. Playing even down with the more expensive Riots and also all the way up to the PWRs, the mid bass and the mid range, all the way up to where it almost sounded like I had tweeters hooked up, blew my mind. So you can really take one speaker and get serious mid-bass, mid-range, and almost the upper-level highs out of a speaker. Was incredible. I hope you guys got to see some of those videos. Ben, do we have loaded that PWR and how much, or even the Riot or any of them? Can you guys get that together? Yeah, good. Pop that up real quick. If people haven't seen it, we don't have to play the whole thing, but I want everybody to get an idea of the frequency range in this. Okay, so let me explain to everybody here. I was using a Black Diamond 4-channel, which is about maybe 100 watts per channel. I had 2 of those 8s on one channel, and you would think I had tweeters hooked up. The range that you heard, that was 100% real, and you saw how much movement there was. The excursion was incredible. Those mounted in a set of doors would just blow your mind. Same thing happened with the lesser expensive Riots, which are $150 a set. It was the same thing. Pretty cool, and that's what makes this product different. That Europe is more SQ, but they like to get loud. A little bit different over here in how they explain. Yeah, super. Carmen, let me get there. Perfect comment here. I gotta catch up to some of these, y'all. I'm sorry. Super clean and loud. You couldn't have said it better. It was totally, and I hear a lot of product. I get to play with whatever. I called him right then. I'm like, man, these things blew my mind, the output. So, yes, those are $249 a set, but they are water resistant, UV coated, and a full range, okay? So, incredible price, and you get a 2-year extended warranty on it. You can't explain it. I can't explain it. And then what really blew my mind, Jay, is the 800 by 4. Can we pull up? Is that, yeah, let me pull that up here. Hold on. Where's the 800 by 4? Now, everybody has to understand this thing is literally the size of the palm of my hand. Okay. And it's supposed to be 200 watts a channel. And something that small created 200 plus per channel at 5 ohms, and that's rated at 2. Ben, do we have the clip on that showing everybody what that amp did? Yeah, go ahead and play that. Is that 825 watt? What? No way.
That's at 5 ohms right now.
Impedance rise. Let me repeat. 5 ohms with impedance rise. I have one channel hooked up. One channel. No lie. Going from here to those 2 big subs, which moving it, and it is getting, what was that peak it showed? Is that 825 watt? What? No way. Let's try it again. I am not sure how that amp produced 273 watts at 5.9 ohms like it was. Okay, so let me explain the first. The 800 watts was because we got it down, you saw 0.2. Okay, now I'm not saying that amp would run that constantly, but that amp produced 800 watts, right? And then when we had it on a set of Hippo XL 12s at 5.3 ohms with impedance rise, it was doing 270 or whatever on one channel. How do you explain that? How can we explain this to people? So yes, it's $249. So yeah, you can get those amps cheaper, but to get something that much power, that small, what is inside of that thing to produce that type of power?
Well, I can only say that I was more baffled of the result myself. And that's it. Of course, there is the ordinary parts that you have in the amplifiers, like power supply, MOSFET, audio feds, and whatever and so forth. But it's a super compact amplifier. It's highly efficient. I think the efficiency is around about 92%, depending on the ohms. Of course, the higher the ohm, the more efficient it is. But I didn't expect to see that type of power. I've seen the charts that we have. Of course, we use something called audio precision, and there you can see way less THD versus the dyno, because on the dyno you just see like a 1%, and the figures that I saw were, well, around about 120 plus, but of course that was with way less distortion.
Understand this too. That was not a static load, not the dummy load. They
Yeah.
had it on a set of speakers, which
Exactly.
is real life, and it was the normal 13.5, 13.8 volts. So, yeah. Okay. So amp's awesome. Speakers blow my mind. The product's incredible. We got to get into a little bit of juicier stuff, and we're going to ask questions. Why did the product that was selling for years stop selling? Why did you start shipping product into the U.S.? We don't have to call out names. But
I don't know.
Somebody wasn't doing what the job I'm doing now was supposed to be doing it then, and that wasn't happening. There wasn't dealer networks getting set up. It was just going to one or two places, and then you stopped sending product. And what happened?
Well, basically, I was like looking at my checkbook or my bank account, and I didn't really see the product was getting paid for. And of course, we had COVID and so on and so forth. So I wasn't able to travel back and forth to the States as often as I was supposed to. So I think the first time I was able to travel to the States was in 2022. And I noticed what was going on. I saw that, okay, things aren't moving. I heard that the market isn't as great as it is, and so on and so forth. So we gave it a little more time. We gave it around about a year to June 2023. And I was still asking, so how are we doing with payment? What's going on? And is there anything we can do? And I was just told to, well, ship more product. And I'm like, I don't really feel comfortable shipping more product without having some money in my account.
Right.
And of course, this is not, I'm not saying that this year has to do with the distribution or the dealers at that time, but it was more to do with the guy who actually imported the product. And it is what it is, it's just, I can't just send product without having any promise of it getting paid.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were forced, stop sending product because you're not getting paid. And we're not talking like $20,000. We're talking several $100,000. Okay. And you're stuck now, even not just losing that money, but losing the market and
Sure.
staying back over in here. I mean, that's a huge hit to take, man. I understand. I'm glad that the chat disappeared. There we go. Is it back? All right. I'm glad we got the chance now to do the things that should have been done, setting up dealers, setting up distribution, do the marketing like we are. I went as far, and the only reason why we created the B2 Audio USA is because you have a huge European following, right? And it kind of can get confusing. And at the same time, people can buy directly from Big Jeff Audio, or if they would just want to buy the B2 Audio USA, it's all the same. But that's the extent we took. So I don't want to get into all the, because there was some trash talk like usual. I'm just used to it. And there was people that are going to stand up for people, and other people are just going to talk shit, and it is what it is. I mean, I've personally seen your product even being copied during all this process, okay? But let's talk about moving forward and the people that are in here tonight. We have coming all the Rage and Rage XL woofers, right? We got the Kraken coming. We got the rest of the what's the other amps we got coming? I'm having a mind fart here.
You got the Rage amps. I think you also have the
Rage
012.
45, yeah, man.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
there's a bunch. And here's the cooler thing: what you didn't have back then, and you had a partner. Where we're a partner, but it's two separate entities. You didn't have that then. Let me tell you, me and Jay have been talking almost daily because you just came back from Asia. You were just over there a week ago. And we're already looking into other product and other lines. Hey, Ben, do you have loaded up that sneak peek of that Rage 2000 you did? Jay tried to do an unboxing. You don't have that one? Hold on, I'm gonna send it over. Wait, maybe I can. I don't even know how to load it here. Stand by real quick, everyone. Actually, I was proud because he did a unboxing.
It was my first ever.
Yeah, first ever unboxing. Hold on, I'm gonna send it over on my guy's chat here. There it goes, and then they can get it from there. All right, it'll just take a minute. They'll get it, which is good. So we got a Rage 2000. What other amps were in production? We're also talking about possibly a Marine line. Am I correct? Can we spill that? So here we're going to take mids and highs and SQ stuff, loudspeaker stuff, amplifiers, and then we're going to hopefully turn this into not a budget amp, but we're going to call it a what do we say we're going to call it? Lesser expensive. I don't want to call it budget because we're still putting good parts in it, right? I mean,
Sure.
And maybe adding some cool stuff to it. So there's
Trying to cater to a market that we weren't actually able to get into previously.
Right. So this connection, not only bringing the product back full blast, but we're also already in the works of creating newer products. So that's a really cool thing. Let's get to some questions here real quick. Oh, we got Brian in here. You want to talk about Brian? I don't know if everybody knows him. He has a B2 audio build here in the U.S. You want to explain what he's got in that thing?
Yeah, it's going to be a slight surprise, but he's got actually he used to have 24 subs in there. So we're looking to see if we are able to maybe have those subs exchanged or do something there. He's had
this is in a Hummer, and he's got the whole theme, the Stormtrooper. Another
30
really
inch
cool
plus
guy,
wheels and stuff like that. So it's going to be fully customized. Of course, people have seen it previously, but now it's brought on to the next level. So once it debuts, people will see that there's been some changes. It's going to debut at Slam, by the way.
Awesome. So I won't be there, but you guys are going there set up. We're going to send stuff out to give out, and we're going to send product out there. So Slam, big time. That's really cool. We are looking for other vehicles to sponsor. Understand, sponsor doesn't just mean we're sending you product. We get hit up every day. Sponsoring means people that are in the middle of a build are going to take out stuff from their build, and they're already going to shows, and we have to be very particular with it. The audio doesn't grow on trees, and we don't have a factory in the backyard printing the stuff up. And unlike B2 years ago, I'm actually paying the bill for the product coming over. So we're going to be doing that. But let's talk about some cool product right now. I'm going to pull this up.
It's very clean. Red board. Again, I've never claimed to be an amp engineer. Hopefully some of you can leave some comments about this. But this thing is very clean inside. I've looked at a lot of boards. Couple different things. I've never seen coils done this way. Not really sure if that makes a difference, but we will get some input as we learn more about the brand. We also have 200 volt, 2200 UF. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And then MOSFETs are layered up. I mean, there's no room for anything. That's why it's so small. You're talking about 5 by 5.
So the two amps we're looking at, one was the Rage 5000, which same thing, 2 ohms. Now, I know you don't like to call them smart amps, but those amps are designed to do the power at 1 or 2 ohms. You don't want to call them smart. You call them what? What is your terminology?
Regulated amps.
Okay, regulated amps. So I showed over 5,000 watts without clipping, and it was over 2 ohms. Again, everything has been very, very surprising to me, and I've had every brand imaginable in here. Okay, so we already talked about the 800.4. Let me start from the beginning. There we go. So we have a 6. You want to take over on here? We're going to go through the amp line right now.
Let me see. We have 5-channel, 1600. Yeah, I'm on my phone, so basically it's like super small, this picture.
Okay. That's all right. I'll go through. So that's a 1600.5. It is a front-facing amplifier, which is really nice. It has a beautiful bass knob, very strong amp, 1.6 kilowatts total.
Yeah, and it's on the 4 channel, it's class AB, and on the mono, it's a class D.
Right. Again, high quality. Okay, then we got the Rage 5000 we're talking about, or excuse me.
Yeah.
Pictures are mixed up. My pictures ain't showing here. Hold on, let me go back. Looks like they're all looking the same. There we go. Then we have the 2300.4, and that's a 2 ohm class D full range, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then we have the Rage 3200 1 channel, and all
Mono,
these are,
yep.
yeah, all these are front facing, which is real nice. Then we have the 800.4. Okay. Now we're talking about the Manny 6.3 set, which is a Neo Magnet tweeter, mid-range, and 6.5-inch woofer with a beautiful crossover network that really, really looks like somebody else's. Hold on, we got somebody that just popped in here with the Afro. Who's here in the Afro?
With the Afro, here we go.
There's
with the Afro,
wow,
right?
dude, I think it's like popped up in my head,
Hey,
man.
don't worry, we're here. let's get it out the way, fellas.
Man,
you already know. I know how to talk. Let's get it out the way.
No,
I love you, Jay. Nice to see you, and Big Jeff. I appreciate you and always doing what's right.
Yeah, man. Well, it's business, and as much as these idiots out there talk about bad business, this is what good business is about. Growing together, talking every day, trying to listen to the customers, bring a good product at a price that everybody understands. People have to make money, but we have to give a good deal, and then supplying everybody this time with a 2-year extended warranty. Man, show me the other places that are doing that. So thank you, Brian. Are we able to get a little glimpse of something over there?
Let's show a few things, but let's show the detail.
All right, let me give you full. Hold on, let me give you full screen here. Hold on, let me try to.
Screen.
There you go. There you go. You got. Oh man, did we lose him? All right, he's gonna have to come back in. He'll come back in. There he comes. Hold on. I heard a beat. Yeah, I heard another beat. There he is, right there. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, you must be having some serious internet issues. Let's try one more time.
Okay, don't worry.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so we'll start here. You know, this is what we ride on, and we ride.
Okay.
It could be daily driven, but I don't have the dough for tires. But end of the day, you'll see me in the anywhere driving around in it.
Oh shoot! What size are those? There's no
32s.
rubber. There's no
32s.
rubber on it. Doesn't look like there's any rubber.
25 series, you know.
Oh, okay, right.
It's where the rubber meets the road.
Okay, all right. So that's a big wheel. That's a nice looking wheel, and that's going on a Hummer.
H2.
Okay.
Going on that Hummer. You know, we're bagged up because we don't want the dust, and we got a couple other mods going on right now, but we're bagged up. But the detail.
Oh, show that amp rack.
Yeah, let's see this thing.
Okay, let's see some amp rack action. Okay, watch. Here, hold on. Let me even get some little bit of light action. Okay, here we go. So look, we're out there, right?
Oh wow.
Those are the Swans. Those are the B2 Swans. Jay, how many did you make of these?
We made 20 pieces, and I think you have 5 of them.
Wow.
And I have number 1, Jay said. He signed it.
Yep.
Uh-oh. You signing stuff, Jay? Don't
Yep.
start that. Don't start.
I sure did.
No.
Don't start that, Jay. Don't start that.
No. We're not talking about other people here, remember?
Okay. I don't know if I got to add that to the website. If we got to get the stuff signed. Before
No. We're not like other people here. I don't know. That's up to Jay. It's his wrist. I'm not twisting his wrist.
So is this thing gonna be ready for Slam?
Jay, what do you think? Are we gonna be ready for Slam?
Well, you better be. It's supposed to debut at Slam, so yeah, it should be ready for Slam. But there's always that crunch. But he's grinding on it. He's grinding on it, man.
I'm grinding. I'm still waiting on Max to help me on a little bit of fabrication still coming, as far as front seats and a couple other things. But he'll be doing the tune on the vehicle because I want Jay and
Brian, this is a total hobby for you because you're not even driving the vehicle. I mean, this is just built for shows, basically.
Yeah, I drive it, but it's been in the house for I've done this build is 10 years.
Right.
FI Audio made me some subs, custom 2412s. Stormtrooper Scott Atwell's a great guy. FI Audio is a great product, and Jay wanted to take it to the next level with Brian, and he thought I was a great candidate for his product. And I run his product, not his subwoofers, but now we got some stuff going on.
You know, and it's cool. You know what, Brian? This is what it's supposed to be about here. And I know we're not getting all your comments, but I mean, this is kind of unplanned on this show here. There's so much drama out there over something that's supposed to be fun. And people spend a lot of money and time on this. And the people that are usually causing the drama are the ones in the back end that have nothing to do with anything. That's the way they deal with their hobby. I could tell you BT Audio back in the USA for business, serious business. And, you know, the big thing I like is even though it's not my brand, I feel like it is in a way because me and Jay have been planning so much new stuff for the market without demoting the brand. And I think that's what he was missing before, somebody to, you know, relay that. So we've actually slimmed down a lot of brands here to cut fat because business model changes. I don't need 40 brands here. I need the brands that are going to take care of me and the customer. And that's what we've been doing. And having the chance to run the B2 audio line, man, I've been so impressed on everything I've got to play with and test. And I can't wait till the big stuff comes for sure. But Brian, just seeing the excitement in your face, and you can tell, man, this is something big. Have you got to turn it on yet, or is it at that stage?
No, it's not at that stage. We're missing a couple other pieces. We're going to do some new, as far as electrical, we're going to do some new electrical and some just new cool stuff. You know, if you follow my build, I rebuild it all the time, but that's why they don't see it out there, Jeff. But at the end of the day, I did it for me.
Right. No, and that's what it's got to be. And you know what? It doesn't matter what equipment you have in there or don't, man.
Hey, Jeff, can we say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let them know, in person or anything, I'm a veteran, and I did 2 tours in Iraq. So just let them know that. As far as anybody out there questioning where I get it from,
service.
What I did in life. Yeah. And I appreciate you for understanding that. Thank you for your time on that.
Yeah, man. No, you know, there's days, man, I would pull hair out of my head, or sometimes the way customers act or these other clicks act. And it's just like stuff like this, you know, gets that feeling back in me that I know I'm doing right and why I'm doing it. It's not just a paycheck to me, because if it was, the amount of stress I go through as a business owner here with as many employees I have and, you know, thousands of customers, it's not worth the pay. I do it because cardio has been something in my life, even between when I was doing wrong growing up. And it's funny, these other cliques bring that up all the time. And instead of celebrating a guy like me that changed his life from prison and the streets to a business and employees, I don't know how they twist that the wrong way. I don't get that. But people like you, man, and your excitement make it. Deviant, George Perez, Robin Williams, all those people in here right now that support every comment and post we do.
I don't see too much of that, but it's hard for me to see that and be on camera. But I appreciate those guys out there too also.
Yeah, what you haven't seen is people are like Crazy Bill. I mean, comments on what they're seeing there. People say right now, the Trey True Love, thank you for your service. So the support in here is real. And I'll tell you, tonight, we have probably one of the largest groups at once. Normally, we have a flow of people, and then it grows in the thousands later on. But tonight, we have a huge thing. So thank you for being on. Let's do this. Just get a little break, man, because we hit it hard. Let's go to this video break we got. We're going to come back, keep talking more about B2 Audio.
I'll probably see you guys later.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Take care, man.
Thank you, guys. Bye, Jay.
Bye.
Go ahead, Ben. Kick us into that video break. We'll be right back with.
Full of motherfucking blue guap. Half an ounce in my Gucci tube. Socks for the summertime. Got a
B2 Audio back in the USA. Check it out at b2audiousa.com.
Let's do this, man. It's been a crazy night. It's been a huge night in here. Thank you for everybody hitting the shares, the likes, all the rest. Let's get some comments in here. What we got here? Robin Williams, who's actually going to be taking out all his equipment and going with B2 Audio, which is huge. He's been a Def Bounce guy. Nothing against Def Bounce, but everybody changes their builds up. He says, Brian, I do the music because it helps my PSD. Robin is actually another veteran that I met here and has been a huge supporter. Thank you for your services also, Robin. Seriously. Let's go through. If you got any questions, I'm going to take a little time right now to go through them. Actually, we got some other here. I was in Army as a combat engineer, and I appreciate your service, brother. Hopefully, Brian, you're still hearing and seeing this. This tonight, and I had a real messed up day, let me tell you, to the point my AC's broke at the house. I got charged up tonight, man. This is what it's about. My guys will tell you that when Jay and me didn't know each other. The crazy part is the ex-screw fucker that had it and screwed it up put us together on a message, which was weirder. So, you believe things happen for a reason. And Jay literally flew over here from, what was it, SEMA or CS? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was SEMA.
Right. And instead of flying straight back home, he took a trip here, stayed the night, and came to the house, and we talked. And you meet certain people in life where you just click, and you feel like you've known them for a long time. That was us. And we were talking about it back then. We even shot a video here saying, let's just shoot one talking, and if it happens, it happens. And we took some time to do it, but it's done. It's already in the process, and now it's going to continue to grow. Ben, do you have that Rage 2 unboxing from Jay? Can we pop that up? And this is, hold on, the Rage 2 is in production, correct, Jay?
Yep.
Okay. Let's play this unboxing by our man, Jay Holm. Good job. Good job. You're hired.
Well, I'll try to do some of these unboxing videos. Not that I'm the best at it, but here it is. The Rage 2000 gift box. There you go. Also comes with the serial right there, making it easier for everyone. There, we open it. Fairly simple. Get a manual. Basically also the manual of the old models, the 3200, 1200, and the 2000s. Some more info basically about the layout, so on and so forth. Decent quality manual. Paper feels good. You have the layout there, so it should be fairly protected. Comes with a new type of remote cable. It's wider because this here is a 10-pin. Has the mounting hardware, and it has the new type remote. This one here. So basically it has the possibility of changing to thermal and voltage. And this comes in the newer models, of course, and they're not backwards compatible. That's mainly due to, of course, the thermal, but also because of the pin. This is a 10-pin layout. The amp itself is rather compact. Let's see here. Basically how the amp looks. Of course, for those who wants to remove it, it's possible. It's going to take a little while, of course, because it's stuck there with the serial number. But that's basically how the amp looks. Nice and clear with the plexi and everything. Feels sweet. As for the front terminals, see, there you go. Finally, real solid terminals right there. Quad inputs for the speakers. Tiffany RCAs.
Okay, I'll give you one thumb up. Good job. Way to do it. But products already being in production. We're making changes, bringing in new stuff. Rob Williams says, Jay, do the Rage 2000 RMS subs, do they like 6 order, and can they play as low as 10 hertz and up?
Well, 10 hertz is basically, I'm not going to say it like another brand said that is a waste of information, because it's not. But first and foremost, it's just there. You're just moving air. But yes, they are able to play down to 10 hertz. They're also able to do both 4th and 6th orders. So that's not really the issue here. I would say it's more of an issue of how you're doing these 6 to 4th order builds, because a lot of the people who do these builds, they don't really account for the front cabin. They just say, well, I'll have this ratio here, and then they forget that actually you have a front cabin in your car, like in front of the B pillar, that's also full of volume. And once you take that into the equation, that's actually when you get a good performing enclosure, instead of just like, well, have this much room behind the B pillar, and this should be that, and so on and so forth. And it doesn't work that way. Most people who are actually familiar with 4th and 6th order designs, they take that extra volume into the equation to get a better sounding box.
I want to give a quick shout out. We're not even close. I know Jay is with him, but MB Enclosures, man, he started it because he speaks his mind. That's one thing about his channel. Boy, he straight from the streets. I'll tell you that. He has a following, and he went off on everybody. Give a big shout out to MB. If you guys ever want to see about box building, he's been working with the B2 product for a long time. Check out MB Enclosures on YouTube, and he just started his Facebook back up. I just want to throw that out there. Me and him, like I said, have only talked here and there. We're not close at all, no affiliation, but him standing up for this partnership really meant a lot. Jay, so you plan on adding push terminals on the loudspeakers? Because I've seen you only have the other ones. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you too, because the tweeter, which we're doing the unboxing this week, had push terminals on a tweeter. It might be something special, on the speakers. Is that something worthwhile, do you think, to do?
We have it all depending on which speaker it is. For instance, if you go to the Rage 8P or Rage 6P, there are push terminals on them. On like a small mid-range, it will be a little bit harder to do the push terminals there. And again, it's preference. Some people, like SU people, they might not prefer push terminals because it might make the wires stick out improperly or whatever they want. Some of them, they would like to have spades that they can screw on or stuff like that. I've seen $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 mid ranges that only had like soldering tips, more or less. So it's more like a matter of preference. But usually on the Pro Audio stuff, we have push terminals. On the Riot series, which is more of like our entry line series, we're like skipping that. So once you actually get into the Rage series, you're adding that much more value. But on all of our subs, so of course we have push terminals and so on and so forth.
I'm going to answer that because actually, yes, we have coming on this order that's on the water right now. I did bring in the white and the red. Did I leave the red at the office? Yeah, I did. The red one. We'll have them on the website, Big Jeff and B2. We're actually in the process right now of making some really cool shirts. So obviously everybody knows B2 Audio slogan is sweet like a Danish, and the hashtag is it can never be too loud. We're actually having, like we have for Big Jeff towels, sweat towels during the summer, we're going to have the Riot guy on here with B2 Audio. And then already in production, I have Team Big Jeff on the front, and on the back would be the Riot guys. Ben, did I send you guys the picture? Are you able to? Don't worry about it. They'll see when they come in. They're being printed right now. So, yes, the hats will be up next week, and we will have Team Big Jeff with the Riot guy on the back, and for sure. And then, obviously, we'll be growing the slide. So, that's the difference, everyone, of what I am. A master distributor basically is the main distributor for the U.S. who works with the manufacturer. So he's doing the part over in Korea and Asia and everywhere else, design the product. We're giving them what we need, and then we're getting it here, and then we come up with the proper marketing. We also set up a dealer locator. This line is not going to be budget line. I don't care to do millions of dollars with this line. This is going to be for people in here that want to get loud and be clear and have fun. That's what this is about, this line. Good quality, definitely not going to be garage sale or discounted all over the place. And that's the way it should be, because some of this product has got a lot of good guts in it. And the new stuff, I don't want to throw too much out, but we're going to be coming out, because I know LED lighting is big. We're possibly doing some of that. And obviously we're talking about the marine stuff, and that's all in the works right now. Even some hybrids. So you got to remember, Jay went from just selling back in Europe, Canada, and the other countries to now back in the U.S., which is a big market, and took several $100,000 loss the last couple of years. So me coming in, he's got to keep up with the supply and demand here, right? That's one thing. And then two, I'm all over him like white on rice, saying we need to have a new product. So that's what we're doing. So your comments on the videos, your feedback, 100% works. And I know tonight's about B2 Audio, but even with Martz, you all saw we took the changes right away to them. The difference between Martz and B2 is Martz, I'm not a master distributor. I just got a deal to launch the brand, and I'm like everybody else, just a little bit bigger of a discount. B2 Audio to me and heart is like a Big Jeff brand, because I have some say in what we're going to do with it. So everything you all got to say, and I'm talking about creative criticism, not no bullshit. I'm going to listen to, Jay's going to listen to, and we want that feedback to customize the line, not for what we want, but what you want. Is that a good way to say it, my friend?
Yeah, it's valuable feedback, because previously I wasn't able to get that feedback. I had an idea of what we needed in Europe. But of course, in the States, you have different ideas of what would sell, what could sell, and so on and so forth. Hey, now we have a more direct input of it. And, well, let's just get that feedback from the customers so we can supply them the best way possible.
Okay, great question. I know we got the diaphragms in right away for the tweeters and that. I will work with Jay on getting the recones. I know a lot of you have woofers from years ago, and like you said, paperweights. We got to work on that, Jay, getting people to be able to recone their Rages, XLs, and that. How far out you think it'll take for us to supply that?
Well, basically we have parts for everything of them. Some of them are just parts. Some of them needs to be built. But we've had like for Rage XLs, like Rage XL 12s, we've had recones for those for years.
Okay, so let's do this. We're putting together like we were talking about, because B2 Audio's got a nice prefab box, 2 12s and 2 8s. We're bringing those in. Why don't we get some of these recones on that order that'll help build that order up? So we can get these out to these people. So Chris Lingle, stay tuned to either Big Jeff, or if you just want to look at B2 Audio, there's B2 Audio Facebook and there's B2 Audio USA, same thing. Obviously USA would be more just about here. Pay attention to that. We will get the stuff over within the next couple of weeks, and we will definitely put it up for sure, and we'll get you going on that. I keep hearing this question everywhere. This was the one I was talking to you about earlier. Will there be a Rampage 6.5?
A Rampage 6.5? Yeah, well, I'm not. It's not full disclosure, but we're working on something.
You remember today when I was bringing that up, and I kept forgetting which model. This was what it was. Okay,
yeah.
I heard this 3 times now on 2 other shows.
Well, let's say I think it was a couple of months ago we were tasked about doing a beefier 6.5, and as it is right now, we're looking into it. We don't want to do it if it cannot be done. So that's also why I was traveling around, working on toolings for the cone, because it's not just going to be an ordinary paper cone; it's going to be in a full carbon cone. So it's going to emulate more the latest version of the Rampage 8, just scaled down.
Okay, we still have coming up. Obviously, I know you guys want to win. I always feel bad. You know, all the crap that's talked, Jay, about my company, the quicker we grew, the more we scared people. How much stuff do I give away? And right away, I told Jay, that first order, right? We got to do a giveaway. Okay. That's what we're going to do. And you all help spread the word. You don't realize that all the social media, it's time and money and employees, and it's advertising. And people want to talk, I bought my followers. You're right. We advertise. Every company out there pays for TV air or Facebook air or Google clicks. You buy your customers. Okay. So that's what we do. But you guys spread the word. And on this, when we do these giveaways, that's what we're looking for, is for people not just to share one time on their page, but go into groups. I recently just read that a particular group said if you share any Big Jeff promotions, you'll be banned for life. Are you kidding me, man? A group with like 300,000 members has been blocked or shared or anything they say nice, and they just straight up about it at least. We have the B2 audio group if you want to get in that, and we also have the Let's Talk Car audio. And in the Let's Talk Car audio, I don't allow no bashing. I don't care if you're pissed off at another company for a shipment. That's not what that's for. It is for people to communicate about products and builds and everything else. So you might want to check that out. Go ahead, take us to a short video break. I think that's the AC guy calling. Ben, do we have somebody who can play real quick so I can answer this phone? And then we'll get back. Go ahead. Be right back.
Okay, hey, it's Big Jeff. We got the Rage 5000 on here, and I didn't want to hook it up to a static ohm load. And I wanted to show that this is a smart amp that'll produce the power at 1 ohm or 2 ohms. So I have some massive audio Hippo XLs down here that'll handle this beast. I'm using just a cheap old deck, and we have the SMD running. Okay, I want you to switch to the Big Jeff cam.
Big Jeff
okay,
cam
we're going to switch to the Big Jeff cam. Okay, can you see we're sitting at 2 ohms right now, and I'm just going to slowly turn this thing up. Okay, so we're not even hitting clipping, and we're hitting those 5,000 watt at 2 ohms.
Okay, so that was the Rage 5000, which that amp in that video we're giving away. I signed the bottom of it because I took the screws out. That blew my mind. We're talking about doing on a non-static load, nothing crazy at like, it was like 13.5 or 13.8, somewhere around there. And it was 2 ohms, and it was pumping out 5,000. It wasn't even turned up all the way. I didn't even tune it. It wasn't even clipping. That's the quality of the product you're going to see. Okay, it's 4:29. We've had an incredible amount of people in here, and I know we could have went on longer, but everybody hates to go past the hour, plus there's other shows. We're going to get to the giveaways. I want to say thank you first to everybody that came up tonight, everybody that's been posting and sharing. Please help us out. To get the product over is not cheap. It takes time to grow it. You purchasing product really helps out. We're giving away the 2-year extended warranties, the rewards points, and all the other stuff we do. So one thing is to share out and comment and do all that with the videos and the posts. Another thing is to hopefully keep shopping from my platforms. And that helps us do what we got to do. Tonight was an awesome night, Jay. We didn't even get to go through everything, so we'll have to do this again soon. But let's get to this. We have 2 giveaways. One was for that Rage 5000 in that video. And then also this one here was the 800.4 with a component set. Let me pull on my guys. Taylor was sick today, but he's here tonight. And, oh, what happened here? All right, there we go. And Ben Jammin's here. Let's go ahead and let's kick that wheel, Ben.
No. Which one do you want first?
Let's do the 800.4, the component set.
All right, let me add it up here. There you go, Ben.
Steve Wasso. Wow. Congratulations. I've never heard that name before, so he must be new. Thank you so much. He did win that 800.4 and the set. So you can contact 737 Big Jeff. Congratulations. Everybody, I know there's only one, or in this case, two winners. We do giveaways all the time. You don't give up playing the lotto or the scratch offs because you lose. You keep playing and you will win eventually. And one thing we'll always do is we're going to keep doing giveaways with all the brands, and especially with B2. We will start another one right away, something out of this next set, or maybe, Jay, when we get those speaker boxes in, that'd be an awesome idea to give away a set of 12s and a prefab box. So we'll keep doing it. You guys keep sharing it. Now, for the second giveaway, which was the Rage 5000, that's a bad mamma jamma right there. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Whoa! I don't know if Robin. I don't know. Robin has been a faithful supporter for a long time, and I don't think he's even ever won anything. Maybe an amp kit or something. Congratulations, Robin, on the Rage 5000. I know you were talking about kicking off the B2 Audio in the truck, so that's a great way to start for sure. Listen, everyone, we're not going to be able to just cough up $100,000 equipment, but we will be looking for people sponsoring. And for sure, if you're going to be on Team Big Jeff or Team B2 Audio, we will definitely give you dealer costs on the product, whatever it's going to be for show. That for sure. And all we ask in return is that you're going to support the brand, support the platforms, and when you go to shows, represent. So, we will have the product May 6th or 7th, and we'll have Jay back on in a couple of weeks. Once all that's up, it takes time, and we will get recon kits, and we will continue to grow this brand. And you know what? Let the haters hate. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. And, man, thank you so much. Jay, you got anything to tell everybody?
Well, of course, you already have product. You're going to get the second shipment coming in on 6th of May, just so people already know that you have product. I'm saying, well, we're going to be prepared at Slam. Come visit us at Slam. We're coming there with at least a few surprises.
Yeah,
we're going to be back in the States. Actually, as you see, we didn't really leave, but we didn't have.
We're going to send the Big Jeff chains out there. We're going to send some of the towels I'm ordering. You're going to have. We're going to do
merch.
A show discount. We'll have a scan code for at the show discount on product. And obviously the product there, they don't want to ship back. So if you're there and you want to get some stuff, you can while you're there. Listen, everybody, the way you support, it's not just throwing the post ups to the same people. It's getting into different groups and supporting us that way. And sharing out the giveaways and leaving comments and likes. You don't realize every time you get a thumbs up on a YouTube video or a Facebook post, it works. And the comments work. So thank you so much. Everyone in here, the usuals and the new people I saw, thank you. We will be on next week, 7:30, with Todd from DD Audio. And I have a special announcement I can't say yet, but we should be able to say it in the next couple days with a unicorn one-off. That's all I can tell you. We will be giving one away. So we'll be announcing that in the next couple days, and he will be on next Tuesday night. And make sure you tune in for that. Thank you, everybody. Veterans, this was a touching night to think about how many veterans are in the industry having this as a hobby or a way to deal with things. So thank you for your time, and thank you for giving your life so we can do stuff like this. And even thank you for doing it for the idiots on the other side of the aisle that just want to talk crap all day, because that's their right. That's the American.
Yeah, but most veterans have seen enough drama, so they don't need drama in audio, man. No. Run your system.
Yeah.
Don't run your mouth.
Right. Yeah. 100%. Thank you, everybody. It's been a great night. We're going out of here. Ben, take us out of here, man. This was a great night.
yeah, that's a wrap. Big Sound is the best, and that ain't no cap. Hit the website if you need that merch. It's Big Jeff Audio and hit the search. I know you had fun, yeah, you gotta admit it. That boy Big Jeff took his thing and he did it. Always a win, yeah, never a L. Did you smash the like, subscribe, and hit the bell? Share it on your socials, put it on blast. We'll be back next week with another podcast. Big Sound in the house, like no other. Deviant and Big Jeff, the Basshead Brothers.